All right, Todd Billing, we have to look at my man Malik Herring because to me he's the quintessential technique maven. You know what I mean? He is that good to me. I think he's gonna have a special year. If he's allowed to, you know, Jordan's very deep along the line of scrimmage as far as the 3-down lineman right here. So you can see him right here. And it's, I want to say this is the nickel defense right here. You see Tyreek McGee as an overhang defender here. You got Robert Bill out here. But you see my man lined up right here. Looks like a 4-eye. We'll say he's lined up at a 4-eye or a 3 technique right here. But look how he runs parallel to the line of scrimmage to make this play on the ball carrier right here. Sick. Check it out right here. Slow motion this bad boy. He engages right there. What I tell you about the rule of engagement right there. Always be first. Always keep your eyes up. Look at him parallel to the line of scrimmage. So you see Jordan Davis right here doing work at a shade 1 technique. So they're 2 gapping kind of across the board right here. But my man does a great job of staying parallel to the line of scrimmage. Look at him. You know this when you start seeing this. He starts shuffling his feet. You don't want to start crossing over your feet right here like my man. I think that might be Marco Barnett or somebody like that. But he starts shuffling and staying parallel. Look at that. Straight shuffle. Who taught this guy? I like that. That's some dope stuff right there. So shuffling, keeping contained right there. Even though he's not the contained player, he's a pseudo contained player just for the fact that he's making the containment angle possible. You know what I mean? So you see Tyreek McGee right here. Look, it's actually on the quarterback, Joe Burrow right here. So it was an option play and they pinned it back inside. But my man, dope, able to keep parallel, get off a block, and look at that. Hit, stick, and yeah, you know the rest. Get his ass on the grass like fertilizer. All right, I want you to check my man out here as the end man on the line of scrimmage. So he would be at like a 7 technique, bumped out there, right? So he's to the strength of the defense as well. And it looks like he's on this particular read option play. Actually, it's a pass tag on the back of a run call, so more of a run pass option. So check this out, man. This man is the truth at just staying parallel to the line of scrimmage. His first move, I noticed, usually if he's on the end-man line of scrimmage, is to decrease the space, right? And then stay parallel. So look at him now. Instead of him committing to something, he's just going to stay parallel. At the very least, he knows I'm going to man this particular gap on the outside. I'm going to be ready to go either here or perhaps crash down if necessary. So staying parallel to the line of scrimmage, right? So what that does is he ends up staying right where I believe they wanted to go with the ball right here, probably on a quick slant on an RPO or something like that. So you see right there, Sam Ellinger doesn't have any space to throw that bad boy. He's right in the sideline, and then he gets up and really decreases that bad boy. Look at this. Smart enough to jump. That's some nice jumping ability as well. And quickly get your feet back down, right? Reset, slang this dude out the way. Look at that. Even with the snapmare, whatever you call that bad boy. Snap this little ass out the way. Then he's on Sam Ellinger's ass. Look at that. Come on, man. This dude is just a football player, man. Guys like this make me excited. Everybody's with all the heralded guys and always thinking that these guys are going to be the ones that do something. And those guys end up busting. And it'd be unheralded guys like Malik Herring, who are your glue guys that ended up being your superstars. They end up having long NFL careers, man. So don't always sweat the 5 stars and everything like this. There's a whole bunch of kids out there that can play that just may not have the measurables and stuff like that. But Malik Herring is a goddamn monster, bro. All right, I want you to watch this particular one right here. I'm going to let it go real quick. This is what I call load and explode right here. Malik Herring, man, just watch. Ooh, look at that. Now, he doesn't make the play right. You know what I tell you about film studies. Don't look at the results of the play. Look at how it's derived, right? So look at this. A man right here giving him the business. So what you want to do on a load explode is you want to kind of lull your guy to sleep right here. So you see him working. And this is interesting as well. I like how they do Malik Herring. They play him at a whole bunch of different spots. Like I said before, he's a tweener. And he's hard to really figure out where his best spot is. But I think his best spot is just everywhere. Move him all along the line of scrimmage and just let him work. So we see him right here, man. He's at pretty much, if this were a 4-3, he'd just be a 4-3 defensive end right here. But he still has an outside linebacker to his right. So that's pretty dope right there. You can see right here, he's lined up just like Brenton Cox is over here. But don't watch Brenton Cox on this play. You know what I mean? Watch your boy right here, Adam Anderson. Brenton Cox over here looking super unathletic. But all right, so look, load and explode. Load your guy to sleep, right? Give him the shimmy. Look him in his eyes right there. Then explode. Explode and dip. Look at that. Got by your man right there. That's dope right there. So he pushes the pocket. So Sam Ehlinger has to bail out right now because my man Malik Herring collapsed the pocket. And your boy Brenton Cox right there. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Brenton Cox, but he might be the new Richard LeCounte. But look at that. He ain't doing nothing. But look at your boy Adam Anderson right here, all up in a man's chest. And a grown man's chest right here pushing the pocket. But he kind of messes up the sack right here for your boy Malik Herring, who was on the prowl. So they run into each other. I've actually had that happen before right there. If you don't know that that's coming right there, that shit will knock you silly. But you already know the rest. We don't even got to run it. You see Sam Ehlinger, then you see that man, the rubber band man himself, Richard LeCounte, and you can pretty much know what's going to happen. He ain't tackling him. Oh, yeah. Stop sweating everybody that's new too, man. So I was trying to tell you folks before the season started. People emailing me and stuff like that. Murph, we got Jay Hayes. Murph, we got Jay Hayes. I'm like, what? I'm like, do you watch football or do you skim it? If you're not watching other teams, man, don't be sweating other people's players when they're 12th year seniors graduating and going to somewhere else, man. You guys got to kill me with that. You got Malik Herring around the team. People like Jay Hayes was just taking up his spot. For real. We got Jay Hayes. All right, let's go back in the archives right here. It's my own footage right here from the Rivals 5-Star Challenge when these guys were going into their senior years. And you got your man Malik Herring right here going against who? The Skittles-haired answer to the shade or zero technique for the University of Georgia, according to some of you loony-ass fans, right? So Malik Herring, if you see him right here, it's not all muscled up and everything like that. He just doesn't look the part like a lot of other guys. So he often gets overlooked. But I named him one of my top performers at this loaded-ass event. And this event going to have all kinds of juniors that you'll see in the NFL this time next year getting ready for the draft. You know what I mean? So, but check this out right here. I'll let it play through. Banged him and cooked him. Look at your man. Reach out, teach you. Notori Johnson had no chance. Check it out right here. Jab stepped him right there, hit him with the crossover. Now look at Notori Johnson. He's an interior lineman. Look how high he is. Come on now. Now we see why well, I'm not going to say that. The man's been injured and probably had, I heard he had an illness or something like that. So we won't be too hard on Notori right here. I'm going to be hard on his hair. Come on now. I want my interior lineman with some fruity ass Skittles colored hair. You know what I'm saying? As in college. You know what I'm saying? I can see you doing it in your early career in high school or something like that. But anyway, check this out. It's real in the field, in them trenches, baby. Reach out, teach you. You reach out, teach you. He had nothing to offer from here. Look at that. He's playing catch up. My man's already gotten skinny and got around him right there. Gone. Gone to the cone. All right, so in full disclosure right here, this is my man, Malik Herring going against this cat, Tony Gray, that played at Grayson. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Tony Gray was the future. I thought him and Andrew Thomas would be your bookend tackles. You got those two Georgia tackles doing their thing. Andrew Thomas on the left, your man Tony Gray on the right. Tony Gray's got that body just built for a tackle. Check him out right there, man. Doesn't he look just like your prototypical tackle? Yeah, but I don't think it worked out that way. Your man with the Ole Miss, now I think he's transferring. Hell, he could still be Georgia. Why are we talking about that? Your man transferred, man. Let him go transfer in, sit out a year, and then I know he ain't graduated. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be that guy, but sometimes he probably didn't graduate. So maybe have him sit out a year, then replace one of the tackles next season. Tony Gray and Cade Mays. Let's get it. But here you go, your man beating Tony Gray worse than old boy beat him. Oh no, I can't talk about that. I know you guys remember that. If you're listening to this, y'all remember that. Let me know. But look, check this out right here. Jab step. Your man loves that jab step right here. Tony Gray quick sets on him, right? But he can't get a hand on him, right? So he misses the press right here. The press. He misses the quick set right here. Being able to get those arms extended. And then your man Malik Herring gives him half a man right here. This is what you want to do when you're going past somebody. You want to give him half a man right there, and he's only able to redirect right there and give him like a little bit of a shoulder, right? So you can't block somebody's shoulder when they're coming full speed like that. Got his ass. Look at him. The anguish on Tony Gray's face. All right, let's check it out full speed. Nice. All right, man. So I just wanted to get into a little bit of my boy Malik Herring, who may be the best player on the defense. Yeah, he could very well be the best player on the defense, and wouldn't that be a trip, man? One of your less heralded, really good players of that 2017 class coming in, being the best player on the defense. You got your man Eric Stokes there as well. It's got to be feeling good, man, when a lot of your juniors and stuff like that are stepping up the bat. So I want to see this 2017 class really step up. Richard LeCounte and all these guys do their thing. But, man, Malik Herring, I would start this guy. So start him or sit him. Let me know if you're out there. Start him or sit him. You going to start Malik Herring, or who else would you start at that 5 technique? Keep in mind all the guys you have coming back right there. So Tyler Clark, David Marshall, Malik Herring, and some of the younger guys that you guys know about. All right? But it's your boy Murph, the Underground King, and I am out. Peace.